Photography plug. We'll be live for a little bit. No Kings protest. Obviously, it's not a very intelligent protest. Not a very intelligent protest at all, but we're glad to be live here. Putting King and Trump's name all together just to promote them. Most of these protests are almost nowhere to be found. So we'll see how this live works. Make sure you subscribe and like to the page. No Kings protest. Photography plug. A lot's going on in the country. Obviously, a lot is going on in the country. We always talk capitalism. You can go to $ photography plug to support. We'll see how the lives work out just for a few minutes. It takes a lot of data and it also takes a lot of battery life. So I won't, if we're not going to jump off, we'll figure something else out. No Kings protest, which I don't think is intelligent. It's going all over the country. Everybody's talking about it. We're not particularly talking about it. We're just talking about capitalism and what's important to capitalism and what's important in this country and what's important moving forward in this country. As we see that backdrop of George Floyd, that is a reality of how this country has been run. Obviously, we're live. There's been a lot of protests going on with illegal immigration also. That's been an issue. Hello, my friends. I see you just coming in. That is an issue. That illegal immigration is an issue. You can always go to $ photography plug to support at Cash App. Capitalism is so important. Raising money for your company and for this company is so important so we can have a voice. I greatly appreciate all of your comments, negative or not negative. Somebody just commented. This is not Jay-Z or Rock Nation, and this is not a platform that we promote violence. We don't promote any violence, and we want you to do the right thing, but we do talk tough topics. This is a black media company, very important black media company. I greatly appreciate all the comments. One of the comments that George Floyd was drug addicted. That's not going to change the state of what America's is, even if George Floyd wasn't perfect. The reality is that this country is not as far from perfect right now. With so many states and illegal immigration form, with illegal immigration, that very important platform there. And we are live, my friends. We are live. We are live. This is a live. They say it won't be televised. It is televised, and it's televised now. They say the revolution wouldn't be televised, but that is just a saying. The revolution is televised, and it's televised through Photography Plug. Like I said before, this is a protest, that very important protest that does not, in any shape, form, or fashion, bring George Floyd back. It doesn't. It does not bring George Floyd back. And we're going to push a little buttons today. Buttons are going to be pushed a little bit more than they usually are in this great American country. It's a different day today, and we're going to make sure that that is so very important, that very different day. Israel on the block, guys. I greatly appreciate all the support. I greatly appreciate everybody tuned in. But please stay tuned in because we're going to keep these fights up, the very important fight of illegal immigration, whether you're for it or not. I'm on both sides. You can't really play both sides, but it is an important factor. The illegal immigration is a very important factor. That is very important, that illegal immigration. And these protests are going to start, that have started all over the country. Let us know what you think about the protests. Somebody said, don't care, give me 4 million. Me too. That capitalism is so very important. That importance of capitalism is so very important. We use so many different tactics when we're talking protests. It's not just coming out here yelling and screaming. We're actually litigating with the courthouse, and the courthouse is not too far from here. That's the litigation that we're doing, the protests that we're not doing. This is not a protest, my friend. This is just about capitalism. I'm not using Jesus like they use Jesus and they say, well, Jesus and promote, and you go to your local preacher and you give him all the money. We just said $ photography plug, donate at the Cash App. We're looking for 1,000, 100, 10,000. We're not looking for pocket change, my friends. It's some things that's going to change in this country very soon, and your children won't be able to sleep at night. That's right. Some of your kids may not be able to sleep at night. Some of your kids may be up all night. Some of your kids might have to go to war. So let's start training and understanding what's going on in this country and articulating what's important. Articulating what's important, litigating what's important. That litigation is important. The courthouse is right here. This is legislation. It's not what you thought it was. Maybe you thought it was something else. It's none of that, my friends. It's not what you want it to be. It's exactly the opposite of what you want it to be. This is not another network where they're gonna shoot you wrong. We're gonna shoot it straight. We're gonna talk about the important issues that's going on in this country. And we're gonna talk about capitalism and business ownership and the importance of business ownership. Very important. Very important. One of the comments, I'm done with this dude. If you're gonna articulate some words, please be intelligent and don't be ignorant. We don't have time for ignorance. And the brutality of America and Americans own horses. And when they own horses, they're usually beating down illegal Mexicans. And I don't think that that is the right thing to do in any type of shape, form, or fashion. They talk about no King's Day, but why would we compare Donald Trump to a king? Why would you compare that? Why would you understand that? Who do you fear? Who are you afraid of? What is the importance of human rights? What is that importance of human rights? How is that important and why is that important? What's the difference between somebody that works for themselves and somebody that works for a European or white company? We're not downing them and saying they did a terrible job. We're just saying step up and step the plate and understand at the end of your career, your back's going to be broken. This is a little bit more legitimate speaking, and we're going to make sure we get all of these guys' faces out here. The faces are important. Pay attention to people's faces out here. Pay attention to people's faces out here. We're live. We're live, guys. What do you fear? Who are you afraid of? Who are you truly afraid of? Why are you scared is the point of the matter. That is the point of the matter. The litigation is so important, that very important litigation. We're talking capitalism. That very important litigation when we're talking capitalism. That capitalistic society. That very capitalistic society, and while we're out here in the summertime, People out here doing TikToks and enjoying themselves, and they should be. The Underground Railroad was a system of trustworthy people marked routes used by African Americans to escape slavery, and thousands of men and women and children were guided, the conductors. So let's make ourselves clear and let's know that we're not just out here for King's Day. Even though the marquee says King's Day, everybody's posting King's Day. The important thing is Capitalism Day. The important thing is an intelligent day. The important thing is staying with what's important to you and who you are. We'll be seeing if it's any protests going on and if any we're going to see if any discrimination is going on, too. Any discrimination that's going on in all of this weather that we're going through as far as the temperature of the country. That very temperature of the country. That very temperature of the country. That's right, my friends. The Underground Railroad was a system of trustworthy people and marked routes used by African Americans to escape from thousands of men and women and children guided by conductors. That's very important when we talk capitalism. That's very important when we're talking protests. That's very important when we're talking intelligence. If we're moving that button, if we're moving a little bit faster, if we're moving a little bit quicker than the oppressors. What is the importance of today when we're talking this capitalistic society? What is it? What is important? Money. Nothing more, nothing less. You can keep your empathy and your apologies. And America is so far from that. As the military parade is in Washington, D.C. Yeah, they made Trump balloons and they made Trump posters. We see your comments. Your comments are so very important on Photography Plug. Don't let them lie to you and tell you something different. They made balloons and they made pictures of Trump. They didn't just make pictures of Trump and balloons of Trump. They're promoting Trump all over the world. Well, why don't you donate to Photography Plug, $ Photography Plug then? Why don't you donate there? If they could promote a billionaire all day long, what's the importance of any black business? Today is considered, no, they say King's Day. They didn't say United States' birth of the military. The birth of that very military that didn't house black people for years. The Tuskegee. Let's talk to military then. The Tuskegee. That very Tuskegee that's so very important. This shows. It shows and proves that the demonstrations that took forward is so important. It's so important to stand up for what's important and whatever is important to you. So we're checking discrimination today. We'll be checking discrimination. We'll be looking at all this discriminatory, idealistic ways and these poor businesses that just don't get a lot of business. The demographics, we'll be looking inside some of these businesses. We'll be taking control of the streets in a few, and the next thing you know, we'll be taking control of the country, and that's just a reality. The calm won't be for long, and it won't be forever. A great American citizen stands to be a powerful citizen, not a weak citizen. We're looking at these businesses and the importance of these businesses. And sometimes you get tired and you have to admit, you say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being tired of people discriminating against people in this country. I'm sick and tired of illegal immigration. I'm sick and tired of the things that we have to talk about and articulate about. The importance of a protest, the importance of what we're talking about today. And your comments are so very important. It's 90-something degrees out here, so it's pretty hot outside today. We're going to see what's going on, and we're going to kind of get up close and personal with a lot of these individuals, which we'll see what's going on here. And it looks pretty much like the normal scene here with a guy that might need a little help. What we'll do is we'll go to the other side of the street. I'm doing great, sir. How about yourself? Great, wonderful, 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 wonderful. So we're making sure everybody's all right. We're policing the police out here today. Make sure this guy's not being abused or hurt or anything. We just can't trust you. You okay, sir?
Hey, boss man.
Yes, sir.
Peace and blessings, my brother.
Peace and blessings to you, too. Peace and blessings to you. We know who you are.
All right. I know you do.
Not you, sir. We're with you.
All right.
We'll make sure you're okay. So that's just a reality, my friends, a reality of this country and what's going on in this country and how we're treated and how these business owners react. You see them? How these business owners react. One of the comments, Romans International Version Submission Governing Authority 13, let everyone be the subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God is established. One of the commenters said it's only one authority, and that authority is God. That is very true. I love that comment. We're going to go adjacent and make sure that this individual is not being housed wrong. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Make sure under our watch we won't see no abuse, an abused person. People are sit out here and left out here neglected, without water, without food, and then all of a sudden police pull up and brutalize these individuals. You have to remember, I am an individual that is in the sun. I'm not perfect. So we're just making sure things don't go awry or go astray to what's important. We'll try to stay live as possible, long as we can possibly stay live. Oh, we don't trust attorneys. Somebody said, why lawyers get paid? Go call an attorney right now. They're going to charge you a $250 fee just to speak to them. They don't ever get caught up with a public defender. That's an automatic guilty plea. These peace officers seem to be doing their job today. That's an automatic guilty plea. So make sure that you are your attorney today, that your attorney is you, and this is the court of law here in the United States of America. This concrete legislation right across the street, the courthouse right across the street. This is the court of law, and we are uh, talking law, that very important law. Sir, is illegal immigration, ICE coming here? Sir, is illegal immigration, ICE coming here? We're going to try to get some answers before the day is over with. We're going to figure out what's going on. Is illegal immigration, ICE coming here? We keep tabs on them. We're gonna follow and chase. We're to keep tabs on them. Make sure that they're doing their jobs correctly. We have to oversee them. Nothing more powerful than that great American citizen. I want you guys to remember that. Not now, not with what Donald Trump is saying. And you can see with the illegal immigration, what's going on with illegal immigration. You can see exactly what's going on with illegal immigration. Whether you're for it or not, I have mixed reviews. But really and truly, it's wrong to treat any humans like that. Guys, you got anything to say about the illegal immigration policies that's going on today? Nothing? No content? No content. Because that's what we're doing. We're doing content. No content. Who do you guys work for?
We don't work for you, we volunteer.
Oh, you volunteer. For who? Witness. That's a very important. Witness. That's what you are. You're a witness. Keep that in mind. A witness. It's something called the American Eye Witness. It's something called the Jehovah Witness. They have you out here all day because you're a witness, brother. Y'all have a great day. All right, guys. As witnesses. No King's Day. As we hear that American music in the background, the country guys singing. No King's Day. No King's Day. One of the most silliest protests in world history. It's a promotion for Donald Trump. You can always go to $ photography plug and donate. Somebody said Free Diddy protest June 19th, 500 Pearl Street, New York. Thousands will be in attendance. Lord, I doubt that, but I can understand. No matter what, as long as the system loses, we want to give them a hard time. So I can understand that because you don't want them to win in any case whatsoever. And that's what this is about. It's not about what you did or what you didn't do. It's about not allowing them to have an easy and fair trial. I understand we want a mistrial for Diddy, not because he's innocent or guilty, but more so because Mr. Sean Puffy Combs is on trial in a court system that perpetuates black culture. Remember, it's 90-something degrees out here, so we're not going to be 100% on every subject that we talk about today. So obviously they're out and about today. People out and about today. We're trying to locate these protests, and we didn't locate any. So we'll have our own social media Protest. Let's cross over here. Remember, you're at Photography Plug. Stay healthy, stay healthy, stay healthy. And if you want to, you're near your phone, call this number now. If you're near your phone, call this number now and let them know you're ready to get some of this healthy drinks. Health is wealth. So I just heard somebody saying they came from a protest. So I appreciate, hit that like, subscribe button, and you can always go to $ photography plug at Cash Out to donate. We greatly appreciate that. Everything costs money, guys. We're not on a Wi-Fi. You know, everybody has bills. So I try to bring this media to you guys, and I've tried to done it. I do it for some years now. We've been going live for a while now, and I greatly appreciate everybody, but we do need those donations to continue. I understand, yes, there's so much competition. There's a lot of competition out there in this world. So keep that in mind, a ton of competition out there in the world. Yeah, that'll be great. Unlimited data on your phone. Every single pictures, every single video, or it all takes data. So not necessarily live, but it does in a sense. So you got to kind of clear out your phone. You need updated information. You know, to the Young Thug video, all the videos we've done, this alphas and Nikons. Those are professional videos and pictures. This is just off of the iPhone, iPhone Apple device, which we love Apple. Shouts out to Apple. We love them. They actually do a wonderful job of protecting your data. We go back down one more time. I didn't see much at all going on. And then I cut this live short and head back home and relax. Guys, I greatly appreciate all the comments. I greatly appreciate all the subscribers. Photography Plug, we have tried to bring you everything we possibly can bring you. We're not about violence. We talk about the tough topics. Those very tough topics that really separate us all in so many different, so many different ways. What's up, black man? What's up, brother?
The food look good, man.
So we're looking for any discrimination, anything that we could change or make better. Any suggestions? There's a lot going on in this country, illegal immigration, illegal reform. We tried to get there. God blocked us because it was just far too dangerous. It seemed a lot of those protests, pepper spray. I've been in Atlanta protests, Charlotte protests, that pepper spray, that gas would stay with you. That gas would stay with you for years on years on years. Excuse me, brother. Excuse me. Sorry, bro. It'll stay with you for years and years and years. That pepper spray is no joke. It's nothing you want to be close to. It's nothing that is going to just go away overnight when the itching starts. Not just because you threw milk on your face. Well, what we're talking about is capitalism. They're very important issues of capitalism. That's so very important. And I know sometimes it may seem that I'm just rambling on forever. That's not the case, guys. We're talking about very important issues, illegal immigration. Do you think it's right or wrong for Donald Trump to be deporting illegal immigrants? I mean, some Californians say that that was actually Mexico at one period of time. I wasn't there, I don't know. But we're here giving you the effort. And you can always go to $ photography plug. We do have some interested investors. We're very happy to have those interested investors that's going to invest in photography plug. We're still waiting. Sometimes you have to be very patient. Patience is the key. Somebody said something happened to a college kid, and was that freedom of speech? Somebody is talking about that something happened to a college kid. I'm not sure. So we'll be finishing this live. Yeah, we'll be finishing this live soon. Take it easy, Colin. One of the comments says, I was hoping it was a drone. We can't have influence out there being counted as people showing up. I'm not sure if I understood your comments, but your comment is so very important. And I think it's easily said that there's some beautiful women out here today. It is some beautiful women out here today. Hey, brother. But this is not about, it's not a beauty contest. This is an important issue, capitalism, that very important issue of capitalism. Obviously, we don't discriminate here at Photography Plug. And we do not promote violence at all. No violence whatsoever. We don't promote it. I won't hate on the view, guys. We're not gonna hate on the view. Let things happen naturally out here. And obviously, people definitely need help out here. Remember, we're trying to tackle the streets. I think if Donald Trump would go in and clean up Skid Row right now would be a great thing to do. But one thing for sure, when you're running your business, don't speak of too much emotions. I have that problem myself, being too emotional, guys. Being too emotional. You miss money. I miss money. They all miss money, being a little bit too emotional. That's one of my downfalls. I think I calmed down a little bit more. Probably missed some money today. Shouldn't have had done that. But we did go live for a little while, and we looked for some protests, which was King's Day. Yeah, we looked for the protests, which is King's Day. But as we looked for those protests, we didn't see any protests whatsoever. We can't be the only ones out here protesting forever. So let's keep that in mind. Somebody said the Russians, the Ukraine war is calling them kids into, yeah, we started here in America. I started on Camp Lejeune, one of the Marine Corps bases, at 15 years old, shooting an M16. So we start training our kids early. How do I know? I was one of those kids that was trained on a Marine Corps base with an M16. It was my first gun. We could not wait to shoot those M16s at one of the Marine Corps bases. Obviously, it wasn't Parris Island. You can't go to Parris Island unless you are an official Marine. But yes, they teach us very young here in America too. So why wouldn't they teach their kids young? We started very young shooting those guns. Hello, my friends. People keep saying hello. Say hello to them. Let me see. Hold on. Is this? I think it's in front of the federal courthouse. This might be a small No King's Day protest. We might have found it. Let's see what they're holding up. Listen, this protest was nothing from the beginning. It was never going to be big. It was never going to be huge. It was just about people trying to promote Donald Trump. It was never about king and he's a king. Compare me to a king then. Protest photography plug all over the country. And see how much money we raise. When you protest King No King's Day, you're just giving him money. You're just giving him attention. You're just doing all the things to help Donald Trump. And you know you are. So whoever planned it is definitely a Donald Trump fan. If you say no king photography plug is not a king, he is not a king. And if you call this a protest, I'm gonna have to get my little visuals to put them up there on IG. I'm gonna have to get my little visuals. Very small. This is the federal courthouse. So, keep that in mind that technology is here. That this is the federal courthouse here. And a couple of individuals are out here with signs protesting. A handful. Let's see. How many is out here? 2 for Palestine, 2 Mexico. Stolen land. What are you guys protesting?
No kings.
Oh, No Kings protest. So they're out here protesting No Kings also. It's a No Kings protest out here today. She's taking pictures. Not many people. I didn't think it was going to be a very big thing, but this is actually bigger than what we thought it would be. It was 30. I understand that.
I'm here to support democracy
Yeah.
as it was when I grew up and not as it is now.
Yes.
I'm here to support
Hmm.
American values,
Exactly.
freedoms, equality,
Exactly.
all the things that are being taken away right now. I think if there's anything that everybody here stands for, is that things that we've expected as part of America for decades now are being ripped away.
So his perspective is that he is basically talking about democracy, the very importance of democracy and freedom of speech. Exactly what they're doing. Uh, a lot of problems with but illegal immigrant reform.